boys at all in Central. Maybe they'll let it go at that, but there are a lot of...
Called CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
Making communist robot, but it is controlled by the brains like those inside your head. Researchers
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged.
grow collection around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections to each other and start communicating using electrical
Using electrodes implanted into
cells
muscles.
into electrodes. Some hearts have found to respond predictably to signals from robots or ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
Different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
Powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and
that
try to
control flight.
mimic the stride length.
A computer
that the
program
other
in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start freezing, so it does do that a lot. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power for new behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown.
was conspiranoid, barking chemtrails in the skies, claiming Bill Gates had put microchips in all the chicken pot pies, launching himself in his lawn chair, proving the earth was flat, microwaving his burritos. Now he always wears his tinfoil hat. Berrien, contrarian, felt Dr. Tony was selling her lies. So to keep from getting that big bad flu, she sprinkled cat urine into her eyes, with garlic cloves in her nostrils and dryer sheets taped to her head. Berrien, contrarian, is now stinking up a hospital bed. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. You can guide a fool to logic, but you rarely make him think. Be wary of conspiranoia, as purveyors around, for an open mind to open spills its contents on the ground.
All right, folks, here we go. Let's hope that I'm, yep. Okay, you should be able to hear me. If not, sorry, lots of drama in my life. Life has been a lots of not funs, but funs. Let's hope that a couple more people are gonna join us. Yes, I need a little bit more help with the funds. I got scammed, lost a bunch of money. It's going to be bit in my account again. I got charged for 2 months of car insurance on a car that I totaled 2 months ago. So I'm waiting for them to put that back into my bank. So I'm in the hole right now. So if anybody can and is willing to make me do shots so I can put more money in my bank so that I can actually have money, that'd be amazing. And if not, that's okay. It's my fault for the drama in my own life. But I figure that we're here to entertain you, and I hope that is worth something. If you just want to become a member, or if you're already a member, that's all that I need. If you want to super my chats, that's fucking fine too. But if you want to watch me, and I'll do shots for super chats, and if not, please send me $5 to do a shot. I have the blue and I have the red, so make me do the blues for 10 and the pink for 5s. Let's begin getting into the idiocracy of this. We have so much stupidity for this episode. So here we blow. I'm going to go ahead and do that and take this away and bring in our lovely co-host. One of the reasons why this show keeps going, because otherwise I may have given up this show a long time ago because of other things and stuff. But him and a handful of other people are the reasons why we do this, keep doing this. And all of you out there, all of our channel members and all the people that interact with us, you make this worth it, for sure. So I'm not discrediting you. I'm just saying this person is one of the reasons why we're definitely still here doing this. And they are our...
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
There
Yes.
are brainless. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I was just noticing, did you do something different with your life? Because your face tattoos are much better visible.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I have had to talk to like 20 different people about this. So in the winter, the tanning in my face goes away and I become whiter. So,
You're more whitey.
yes. And so the juxtaposition of the coloring
well,
on
the
my face,
contrast is higher. You got
Yeah,
higher
yeah, and-
contrast.
Yeah, and so it just looks like they're brighter. Once
Okay.
it becomes summer, then it'll change again.
And
I
stay
will
the
look
fuck
like
out of the sun.
Well, I try my hardest
It's like
to
a
not.
vampire.
Yeah, but the problem is when you do a motorcycle show out in the sun for 14 hours a day, it's really hard to not be in the sun. Even though we're under a canopy. Well, we're under a canopy, and most of the
But
time
still,
I am.
even if you're outside, even in shadow, I know.
Yeah,
you'll still
exactly. So,
and a
anyways,
bit of sunlight is good for you.
Yes, and so you are the
Don't
fifth
take my stupid
person.
advice.
Yeah, you're the fifth person in the last 2 weeks that has asked me that, and no, it's just the way they look different times of the
Okay,
year.
no,
So
like,
let's,
it's just something I noticed.
yeah, of course. And so let's bring in our next guest, and then hopefully we have a couple more guests. And if not, fuck it, we're still gonna go over this because this is something I feel like we have to go over because Trump is still in the running, and even if Trump wasn't in the running, the fascists that are in the Americas are pushing this agenda that's very, very scurry. And I think more of us need to be aware of this, and especially like people from around the world that aren't Americans. It is going to like the in Germany. We just had a fucking fascist fucking thing happen 2 weeks ago or a week ago or whatever, and then in Italy and a couple other places. So
yeah, and like if a country like Germany hasn't learned from history,
then we have a problem. So what we're doing is we're going over something that the Americas need to kind of figure out because
most definitely.
I don't want to say that
I've seen things about Project 2025 pop up.
Yeah.
For like half a year now on TikTok and stuff like that, and like that shit is fucking scary.
Yeah,
because they're literally planning genocide.
And taking exactly. So that's what we're going to today. So, anyways, let's bring in our next guest, and if there's anybody else who's not gonna link, let us know, and we'll send out more links. But I believe that the links are sent out. So if you see a link and you want to join us, please do. Yeah, I figured. So, anyways, let's bring in our next guest, and that is our love. And there's our trucker. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, the fucker is still muted.
It's okay. All right. So I'm
gonna
do
he might
this
be a bit busy.
And sure. And we're gonna do this in a little different way. If somebody does buy a shot for me, let me know, and I will take them. My phone is over there because it's at 18%. So I can't
And the
reach my
dumbass doesn't
phone.
have a charger near his computer.
No, yeah, I'm dumb. So if you do send a
Doesn't have a
thing,
spare USB port.
I have things and stuff. I'm just lazy and I haven't done it. But if
Yeah,
you say
just
that
wanted to
you
point
bought
that
us,
out.
I know if you did buy us a shot, me a shot. I forget that I'm not us anymore. If you bought me a shot, then I will definitely take it. And it's 10 for the blue and it is 5 for the red. So let's say hello to the side of my chats right quick. Wait, are you here? Oh, L still, never mind. So everybody say hello to Captive Desk, and they make amazing content. Is Captive Desk blue?
Yes, Captain Desk is blue. It's a blue desk.
So Captive, if you want to put your channel link or the most recent video you've done or whatever you'd like to promote, please put that in the side of my chats, because I was very, very I very much like your content and the way that you promote things and the way that you make videos. So everybody go to Captive Desk and show them some love. And then we have our Schizma Crasher.
Skitsy boy.
Okay, Al. No worries. Just let us know when you're back here. So speaking of that devil, my favorite devil to speak of, here is their commercial. And there is our lovely channel sponsor, our Schizma Crasher.
That's our favorite Skits Crasher, right?
Yeah, that's our favorite one of them. Yeah.
Favorite Skits Crasher.
And so go ahead and send me the thingies. I would rather not to do Cash App right as of this second, for reasons that I don't want to talk about on the line. So if you could send it to the PayPal or Venmo, that would be amazing. If you have to or you want to send it through there, go ahead. But part of the scamming thing happened on that app, and I'm not going to blame them. It was other reasons, but if you could do the other things, that'd be great. If not, no worries.
Slim, it just takes 1 second of not paying attention. Like I once almost gave my bank details, like the login to my bank account, to scammers. So like
I did a lot more than that, and I'm gonna be dealing with it for a couple years now, probably. But anyways, that's because of my dumbass fault, even though I understood how the world works. But anyways, it doesn't matter.
They're crafty motherfuckers.
Yes. And cheers, bro. Salutes, Lanche Skull. I'll just do a drink because I believe you're just saying cheers for right now.
Yeah.
But Clockworks, Clockwork. If you did send any money, let us know, and we will definitely do shots for it.
You're not in the regular list, because you have not been showing up so much. So yes, so now you got one.
Well, it looks like this calls for a drink.
Yeah.
Is it blue or red?
No. I don't think they sent money for that, but or did he? I don't know.
Okay, well, let us know if you did.
But
anyways, let's.
Well, he can tell you in a second, because probably popping in a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Awesome. That'd be amazing to have you on for sure. Like anybody wants to join, fucking, we love to have you all on. Anyways, hey, Reader of Pain. We've got a J Troy.
Troy boy.
It looks like. I don't know what that means 100%, but thank you for
hello.
Hello
there. He's been a member for 7 months, so he can send a message.
Yeah, well, thank you for that, and for doing whatever message. Burp, hello there. There we go. Where anytime that anybody does a Superma chats and or puts a thing in through their stuffs and things, I will always say it. If YouTube lets me say it, I'm totally gonna say it. Why is my camera so zoomed in today? It's fucking weird. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
I don't know,
zoomed in.
But I do see something that
I do too. Yes, I do too.
Also, I do have to say it, like, especially with the shit we're going over now. we cannot forget to do the disclaimer.
No, I'm totally gonna do that in a second. Thank you for saying that. I'm gonna do that in just a
Especially
second.
with this shit, like.
I know, and we're gonna go over the disclaimer and stuff in a second for sure. I like I said, I like mixing things up. So sometimes we do things in a little different order.
No, that's just a thing at the moment we cannot forget.
Yeah, of course. And Reader of Pain, I play Pokemon Go as well. Are we on the Discords together? Because if so, let's become friends on Pokemon Go, and then I can send you gifts and shit.
I've not had that on my phone for quite a while.
Well, probably if you pick it back up
again, I'll put it on there again.
Okay. Yeah. So Clockwork says dealer's choice. I don't know if that means the blue or the red because you sent that.
And I think it means you're allowed to choose yourself.
Okay. But that would mean either pink for 2 or 1 blue. But we'll figure that out in a second. And we have the Skitsman Crasher who put in a 2s. Yeah, drop that code in the Decimal Chords, and once we're done with this, I will add you. Anybody else who plays Pokemon Go and is in the Discord, let's be friends. Fuck it. I mean, the more the merrier. I hadn't played it in 2 years after 4 years after breaking up with my ex, but now I've been playing it recently. So anyways, all right, so here we blow. I'm going to do 2 of these pink, or I'm going to do the rest of that as 2, and then I will do 1 blue, and I think that should be up to.
Is it usually the pink, the one that's for 5?
Yeah, the pink's for 5 and the blues for 10. So I think if I do the rest of this, which I'll do in 2 shots, and then I'll do 1 of that, then I think we're golden. Y'all are just helping me get through the fucking screwed up bank times that I'm going through right now, and you know, I hope that I give you enough entertainment to make it so that nobody feels like I'm just grifting off of everybody. Because
if you think they sent you money,
no, I know, but I feel like you know, when we ask, it's for reasons. So anyways, let's go. I'm going to do half of this, and then we're going to begin getting into the meat and potatoes of this. I'm a little confuzzled, brainless.
What?
The article goes over a lot more of what's going on in here, or I have a 17-minute video talking about the 2025 thing is.
To be honest, like if we tap the mama, I'd say do the article. But
okay, well let's go with the video at first.
Yeah,
and then I have another video that another.
If you want to clear something up, like we can reference the article.
Then we'll go with the article. Brainless, will you do me a favor and will you put the article link in the private chat for me, please?
Of course, dumbass. You can find shit.
And everybody, please go to Captive Desk and subscribe to their channel and go show them all lots of love. I am 1 subscriber short of 700. So if anybody,
no, Slim, no, you're not. No.
What?
Wait.
Double check. Share it if.
Yeah. Wait. Where's the thing?
Okay, I'm gonna do this other shot and then. Even if we're 1 short, I figure that we can get to 700 while we're on stream.
700.
Does it say 7?
That is a 700.
We fucking did it. Yes, we got to 700. Thank you all very much. You all
This is
rock.
gonna fuck up. This is gonna fuck up the stream.
Yeah.
So
So
back.
Schizomacrasher said that he's seeing it as well. Take yourself. There we go. I got it.
Yeah.
So thank you all very much. We will do on Thursday. We will do the 700 stream sub stream. And if you didn't see the thumbnail for that yet, go look that shit up. Yep. Okay. Everybody is saying that we're at that. So
yeah. Wait,
yeah. Someone called George W. Bush because mission accomplished. Exactly, Skits. God damn you, Skits. Okay. Speaking of that devil, I can't believe how close this fucking screen is. God damn it. I don't know what to do to change it because I don't fucking. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. All right. I don't have an. Wait. I do have an intro for this person. So here we go. Bringing in our next guest is. And there's our clockwork. Right? How are you doing?
That's good enough.
That intro is awesome.
Yes. My grandmother had a cuckoo clock. I'd be laying there sleeping in the middle of the night, midnight. That motherfucker'd come out and chirp 12 times. Excuse me. Yeah, and I'd be like, God damn it.
Well, then you should wait until past 12 o'clock, and then go to sleep. Then it only will come out chirp once.
Well, I was watching boring fucking rabbit ears TV, so
Yeah, and this was when we were all young. So I mean, yes, we could, but we didn't stay awake. Anyways,
yeah, I know.
My grandparents had a couple of. They actually had a whole wall of these clocks, and so when we go off, there'd be like 20 different clocks going off. It was fucking insane. Wow. Yeah. No, it was not a good day. Okay, so let's do the blue right quick. We'll do one. So cheers, bro. Salutes, Lanche, Skull, L'Chaim.
Oh, I'm drinking.
I'm gonna remember.
Green, you're drinking blue. Go for it. Ugh. Shoo. Yeah.
What's the green that you're drinking?
It's a margarita type thing that's 10% alcohol per pint. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, it burns. It burns a little.
Yeah.
A little bit of.
Christ. I really hate the flavor of this blue stuff because it's wild berry and mango. And even though I love tasting mango, that's a different thing.
Yeah, you love eating mango.
Yeah,
we know.
I love eating mangoes out. I mean,
Work, behave. Oh wait, you can't. Oh wait.
Yeah.
But
Desk, Mr. Desk. Look at Mr. Desk in the side of the chat.
Give me just a millisecond because I need to go to here and
blue shots for $10. So yeah.
Okay, sweet, perfect, awesome.
Whoa.
Let me see. Since we're doing, thank you so much, Captive. I don't know what. Oh, that's the thingy, bobber. Okay, well, give it to me in the decimal chords, unless we're not friends in decimal chords.
Oh, give it to me.
And if not,
wait, here, you know what? I'll transfer it to your Discord, sir.
Thank you. That's
why you got an assistant, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I pay you the big bucks.
Wait, I was supposed to get paid for you.
Oh, I haven't paid you yet for all of your time and services. I mean, the checks in the mail.
Shits and giggles. You paid me a shits and giggles.
The checks in the mail, brainless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Slim. If you're supposed to pay me, why am I constantly paying you?
It's the way the world goes around, right? Isn't that what they say? And Ryder, someone else might also add you at some point. I don't have it installed at the moment, but
yeah. Hey,
I know.
I've been in Slim's Discord for a while. We post some fucked up shit in there. All of us do. All of us post some fucked up shit.
Yeah, we have some weird, crazy stuff
Yeah,
going on in my decimal chords.
but I'm
So,
like also
it's all fun. So,
I'm one of the people that bought his T-shirts. I got his poster. So I'm paying him more than he's paying me.
wait, where is Slim's poster? Where did you put it in your room?
It's
Come on,
behind me. It's behind me. I do still have to hang it,
behind
but I don't
or
really
above?
know how I want to do how to set up my background. I think I'm
It's
gonna put a shelf there with my Lego Saturn.
It's at the foot of his bed, so he can watch me while he sleeps. Anyways, let's keep going on with this. What we're getting into.
Everybody needs to know that I take that poster
I know.
everywhere.
I gave away the. Okay. So, anyways, let's move this. Let's move this to a new window. So let's get into the scariness of this, which is Project 2025, which is the new fascist playbook that the right wing, the hardcore right wing in the Americas is pushing. Once again, we're okay with if you're on the right, but you're not extreme.
Yeah.
If you're religious, we don't care as long as you're not extreme. There's certain versions of different things. So we don't care if you want to be Republican. It is the craziness that we're about ready to show you that is a problem. And before we get into that, I better do all this bullshit.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid.
Hey man, what? What? Oh! What's in this shit? What's in this shit?
Dave is not here, man.
Dave's not here, man. Where's my car? I mean, we could totally go into like so many other things. But anyways, I hope that wasn't as glitchy for y'all as it was for me. But
no, it wasn't.
Now that we have that.
But it wasn't bad. Not on my end.
Okay. I definitely need to upgrade my computer, but that's what's going to happen once I get my money back from the insurance company and from the other side.
Man,
I will actually
ate more ass than I've ever seen anybody eat ever. Are you feeling okay?
What?
Remember that part? They were pulled over behind the bridge.
Yeah. Was that the White Castle thing, right?
Oh wait, no, you're thinking Harold.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no. He opens up that briefcase, right, and he starts shoveling him all the drugs, and then what's his name just starts eating them all, and he's like, "Bro, I've never seen anybody eat that many fucking tabs of acid or whatever it was," right? Yeah, that's what you're referencing.
Yeah. He just like ate the whole bag of mushrooms. Yeah. Okay.
I've been there, done that, and it was not a good day afterwards.
No.
But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
That's another conversation. Yeah. So.
And that's for something for when we do the thing. Talk about it later with the mangoes. But anyways, I have done way too many drugs because of us thinking we got busted. But again, we'll talk about that. So now let's get into. This is only a 17-minute video. everybody in the side chat, put how many minutes you think we're going to get through this in. Are we going to get through all of it? Or how many minutes we're going to get through?
Probably not, because this is something we're going to be bitching and moaning about quite a bit, because this is some weird, fucked up shit.
Okay.
This video is actually very convoluted. So they talk about other things before getting into the meat and potatoes, which is great because they go into a lot of history of how this wouldn't work. Now, I don't know how the vet is still working on you. I thought they don't work on humans. They only work on animals. Never mind. I'm just kidding. I know your animal is in the vet and not you.
Well, he's an animal.
Okay.
But I just know in 3 minutes. Yeah, no.
And then we got 3.14159. I don't know what that 100% means. If it's 3 minutes and point, because that is very specific, and that sounds not like a timestamp. It sounds like a mathematical equation percentage.
Yeah, that's not pretty goddamn close. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's something like that. So, anyways, let's begin blowing on.
And I just noticed, like, your election day is gonna be on my mom's birthday.
Oh, well, that's only because your mom. Never mind. Anyways, let's keep going on. So let's get into this. I am going to spoil it a little bit. If it starts dragging on, I will get into the last three, the middle three sections that I want us to go over. Okay, so there are things and points that I want us to go over, and then if we don't cover enough stuff, we will get into the article. But I do have 2 videos on this that should be able to cover most of this. So here we blow with the insanity, and you're welcome, everybody. I didn't want to go over this, but because Trump is still in there and the evangelical right-wing conspiratorial QAnons and or the something else that I can't fucking remember off the top of my head are still in like Moms of Liberty are still fucking changing laws and shit. If there wasn't people like that doing this, then we wouldn't have to go over this. But unfortunately, it's gone so far that I'm like, God damn it, we have to fucking go over this bullshit. Yep. If there's anybody in the side chat who's not gotten a link and wants to join us, please let us know. If there's anybody who got a link, please join us. And I was hoping that Mama and Mango and a couple other people, like especially Lizard, could join us. But I understand if IRL is way more important and other people are doing things like this weekend. I was too exhausted to go on to streams because it just was too overwhelming what I was going through. But anyways, let's keep blowing on with, gosh darn it, random side jaunt. Bob said Obama started the Proud Boys. Yeah, that yeah. Obama's the reason why the Proud Boys started, because he's black and he became a public figure, and then the racists needed to shoot that down or to be like, no, like it's so insane. Fucking what's her name? There's like 3 different people in the public figure scene where they're like, there was Nikki Haley's doing it, and then a handful of other people that we'll get into later. Well, like, there was no racism in America until Obama became president. No, it's because a black person became president that you fuckers were like, oh my God, black person in charge. No, he didn't make it racist, or we didn't make it racist. You idiots were the ones that were crying, fucking, you're fucking.
They just came out of hiding.
Yeah,
that's all that happened.
They blew their load. Yeah.
Yeah,
a black
they got scared.
Oh no.
and then what did they say? BLM is coming for your houses. All these other organizations were coming for your everything. Well, did that ever happen? Fuck no. And even during Trump's presidency, Nobody ever came and took over your fucking mansion. Nobody stole your fucking taxes. Nobody who was an illegal immigrant came and like did anything that you didn't want to happen, you fucking dumb white cunts that live in suburbia, you twat whistles. You're so fucking scared of losing your green lawn that you're going to cry about this. And that's exactly what this is. This fascist playbook is made because rich white people are so scared about barely losing any type of freedoms, which is them to tell brown and black people they can't do what they want to do, even though that's the melting pot of America. Everybody should be able to be as free as they want to be and do whatever they want to be with their religion, their ideals, and their celebrations, because that's the other thing is another culture
and
celebrating.
Kinks. Don't forget kinks.
Well, and that too, but again, they're these
legal.
fucking, there are these cultures or small organizations or places. Let's say a town, small town, and somebody decides they want to put on a bar mitzvah or something. Well, now all these fucking white people are just fucking crying their shit because they can't believe that there's Jewish people walking around doing their own cultural thing. No, honey, that's what fucking religious freedom means. It's not for you to religiously oppose other people's
but
freedoms.
they want the
It's for
freedom
you
to religiously oppress
I know.
the rest of
I
the
know.
world.
And that's exactly why Roe versus Wade got appealed. And now we're dealing with anti-trans and anti-genderism, blah, blah, blah. And in the schools,
I still
taking
don't
away
understand
fucking
how
books.
that got overturned.
I know, exactly. So I don't. Well, anyway. So let's keep blowing on with this stuff, and then we'll get further into what it actually means.
In the red corner, we've got Florida Man, the Penguin. This guy, literally the only black Republican in the Senate.
Let's not get into the intro.
Spearheaded by the Heritage Foundation, Project 2025.
This is where this came from.
Is a massive 920-page conservative manifesto detailing how they intend to give.
Wait. Hold on. Listen to how long.
But isn't the Heritage Foundation just the American version of the German, the bad German party?
Sure. It's close to that. They have like a million people in blah blah blah, and a lot of money into it and things and stuff. But anyways, listen to what they say this is. Just I want everybody just listen to how many pages.
Oh yeah, this manifesto.
The
Project 2025 is and how long it is.
25 is a massive 920-page conservative manifesto.
920-page manifesto technically is what we're talking about.
Detailing how they intend to give the president
Wait,
vastly more power, bureaucracy, root out.
Time out. How many pages are in the Bible?
Like 1,500, 1,200, something like that. I don't know.
Depends on what version.
They were working on it. They got close. Okay, they got close.
Yeah,
but you know
they did about half as is it. And then everybody read on the screen exactly right now what it fucking says. Executive of the President of the United States. Central personnel agencies managing the Bureau, Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security. They go over all of these and how they want to take them over.
They want the president to be all powerful.
They want them to be a dictator for sure, and especially Trump. This was.
Sure. Let's make Trump king.
It's based on Trump, but. No matter what Republican will get voted in, they will try and get this to.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. They're planning.
No.
Trump being...
Okay, time out again. Okay, let's say Trump does get elected and installs himself king. Okay, which son is going to be the next in line after Trump dies?
Fuck.
Fuck us.
I just watched a thing about that, and we'll go over that later. Because that
all
is
right,
a shit
fair
show
enough.
all in itself. That's a complete shit show in itself. Because None of those idiots are even close to understanding the thing.
Are we
that
going to
Trump
make
has learned.
Ivanka queen? Will that be what happens? Ivanka will be queen.
Oh my Jesus! So, anyways, so one of the things about Trump is he has learned how to be a Carney Barker since he was a young
Oh, sure.
teen.
He's like
So
P.T.
he
Barnum
learned how
day. Yeah. Yeah.
he would have been put on the fucking front belly of Barnum and Bailey's circus sideshow
Yep.
because Trump is so good at word play and he knows kind of how to say words in a certain way and fuck up words. Like if you notice the way that I say certain things, I say words in different ways and I put different accents in the way that I talk. And I do that live on stage in front of thousands of people as well.
Hey,
because
I've heard you
that's
make
how
fun of my accent. I've heard you.
Yeah.
Don't think I haven't.
Yeah. No. And
It's all
part
good.
of that.
No, it's all good.
Well, and I do it through all different cultures. And the reason that you do it in a certain way is
Hey,
to
yeah.
attract the attention from all different peoples. So that's part of it. He knows how to be a crowd barker. So he learned a long time ago how to do that. His sons have not have enough time on stage, and he kept putting down his sons enough to where they never learn the trait of how to speak properly. Like the arm movements that he does and the way that he does that and says certain things and accents certain words. And the only problem that he's having nowadays is he doesn't pause in the right places. But 10 years ago or 6 years ago or 4 years ago, he was able to give a proper speech in front of thousands of people so that they felt like that he did love them. I really do not like the underprivileged, or I don't like the uneducated, but I love the uneducated. So he knows
And
how
yet,
to do the double speak.
Well, and I'm going to eat all the McDonald's and KFC that they will fucking send me for free because know.
Yeah. And I'm gonna drink only the Diet Cokes because the Diet Cokes make sure that I'm not fat. And
The Diet Coke are the bestest. Yeah, they are the greatest.
They're the bestest for me not getting diabetes. Anyways, so let's keep going on with the
But they're pure
idiocracy.
poison.
Sorry, yeah, derailed. My bad.
Well,
the important thing is that everyone else keeps drinking the Kool-Aid.
Everybody drink the Kool-Aid and not the Diet Cokes, or the Diet Cokes is the Kool-Aid. Everybody, anyway, let's keep blowing on.
Or the Diet Kool-Aid.
Diet Coke Kool-Aid is gonna be the next fucking thing that Trump's gonna pull out if he
No,
gets into anything.
You get demonetized.
It's just me.
I know. Well, no, a drone's gonna fly through my window and I won't be here anymore. Anyway, let's keep going on.
Out woke propaganda, appoint vetted far-right freedom fighters at every level of government, and have it all ready to implement the day the next conservative president is elected, which they assume will be 2025, hence the name.
And if you looked at all of the thingamabobbers that it just went through, dude, it's the Department of Defense, Department that. Hold on. Now,
far-right freedom fighters, and have it all ready to implement the day.
Sorry. God damn it! I wanted to do this. The Department of Defense, Department of
shit. I mean, think about it. Okay, well, I heard all of that. Let me slow it down to like 1.5 or 1.25 or 25 or whatever. Yeah.
And so now it's saying the Department of Agriculture, of Education, Energy and Related Commissions, Environmental Protection Agency, Health and Human Services, like everything they're talking about to take over and get rid of people and other things.
And they will
implement the day the next conservative president is elected, which they assume will be 2025, hence the name. Despite Trump obviously being the favorite, the plan is not dependent on any particular candidate winning, but can be implemented with any figurehead at the reins.
Hey, Maya.
Maya.
Good to see you.
Who's not blue? Just saying.
Yeah. If anybody else is in the cinema chats and wants us to say hello to you, just let us know and we will acknowledge you, or just keep commenting in the cinema chats.
Who will become essentially completely unaccountable. God Emperor was supposed to be a joke, but here we are. You may have seen this book floating around online, The Mandate for Leadership. This is what most people assume Project 2025 to be, but this is actually just one part of a much larger conservative master plan.
And that's actually a book and not the fucking 900 pages or whatever the fuck we talked about earlier or whatever.
Yeah. Project 2025 has 4 core pillars. First, the policy, as outlined in the 920-page document. This is
really quick before we get further into this. Everybody go and show Second Thought the channel love, because they are the ones that we are using their content from. So thank you very much, Second Thought, for making this video for us to go over, because it's very palatable this way.
This is where all the heinous and frankly disturbing policy proposals live. And don't worry, we'll look at some of those in a bit. 2, the personnel database, which has been described as the conservative LinkedIn.
Oh yeah.
If LinkedIn wasn't cringe enough already. This will be
Okay, I thought somebody wanted to say something.
a repository for conservative resumes from people across all sectors and from all walks of life, to be selected as needed to staff positions in every level of government, at both the federal and state level. 3.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to blow on to so they're misrepresenting the founding fathers, and I want to go over this right quick, and then we'll get into their philosophies on how they're misrepresenting the founding fathers, okay?
Part of that is due to the relatively short history of the country. The US has only really existed for a couple hundred years. When you look around the world and see some of your peer nations have a couple thousand years of history, you might feel the need to mythologize your past just a little bit to make your nation seem special. The founding fathers have been elevated to godlike status, especially among conservatives. But the truth is, they were a bunch of frat boys. Okay, not all of them. Ben Franklin was 70 and Washington was 44. But a lot of them, dear viewer, are younger than you are right now. Alexander Hamilton, the one with the annoying fan club, he was 21. And he wasn't even the youngest. Anyway, the point is, when you look at historical events without the rose tint of mythology, you see a bunch of normal people just kind of making it up as they go along.
Yeah, they've never ran a country before. Who has ever, like, at those ages, ran a real country before? Especially one that's so
who other than
it is now.
No, but who other than kings and queens have run countries back then?
And even in those certain circumstances, most of the time, a lot of them were like in their teens or early 20s, being given so much power that it doesn't even make any sense, because most of the time back in the day, people only lived to 30s or something, right? So you're giving a fucking 14-year-old, you're giving a 16-year-old, giving an 18-year-old power, or if they're under a certain age, then you're giving all these other diplomats or whatever, the people that were running the whatever country or whatever area, power. And then this not knowing person, because they're naive, gives a stamp of approval. There's a handful of reasons why like craziness happened in the past, because it was a bunch of young people running different things. And yes, do we have a bunch of inbreeding and or mental illnesses being thrown into that? Sure, that's a lot of what the dude who tried to send a army to the ocean to fight the ocean, you know, things like that. Anyways, let's keep blowing on.
As Trump stated on numerous occasions, they want to kick the cultural Marxists out of the Department of Education, demolish the deep state, and combat woke ideology at all levels of government. They plan to do this by making extensive use of Schedule F, a piece of legislation established at the federal level by Trump, which allows the president to fire federal government officials at will, presumably for not sufficiently bending the knee. The project calls for an executive branch with essentially unchecked power, making the president basically unaccountable to Congress. They want to dismantle the liberal system to build one more favorable to conservatives.
But there's not actually that loophole. They claim there is Section 2, but we don't have any proof of that being read the way that Trump thinks that it's being read.
Means scrapping environmental protections,
And they will never get
moving
rid
away
of
from
us.
globalism, punishing corporations.
Yeah, no, and it's not going to work the way they want.
never
but
gonna
that's
get rid of the deep
plan.
state.
Yeah, well, there's, the deep state is the gazillionaires. And yeah, of course, we're not going to do that until we change.
The deep state is here.
The only way to get rid of that is to change democracy. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So anyways, let's go further into this.
We are the deep state.
I mean, we're the deep dish state, and we'll talk about making pizzas that way later. Anyways.
For DEI language, which is funny because it sounds like they actually think these corporations genuinely believe their DEI statements. They want to escalate tensions with China by ending economic engagement entirely, crack down on immigration, criminalize LGBT expression. They claim that any talk of gender, gender identity, and so on is pornography and should be banned, and has no First Amendment protections. They want to scrap labor discrimination policies. Quote, maintain a biblically based, social science reinforced definition of family, meaning scrap protections for same-sex marriage. And plan.
Yeah, and so if we're gonna scrap those, that means that like if God damn it. If my 14-year-old daughter gets molested by an older man and he provides me with 2 sheeps and a goat or something and like wheat, then like I gotta marry her off to him.
And if
that's what you're talking.
and if she rejects that, then you gotta stone her to death.
Then we then we stone her to death, and not with the marijuana types. It is killing her.
No,
so
she's not getting stoned in the fun way. She's getting stoned in the
not the way Bob Dylan was talking about.
No, but that's the way that it should be nowadays. It's not her getting molested, but hey, if somebody who is a teenager wants to get stoned with people, that should be legal. But anyways, let's keep going on with the idiocracy of how they always want to pretend to not use the Old Testament, but they always will reference the Old Testament. And then when you reference the Old Testament, they're like, no, but I don't believe in the whole like slavery and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But wait, you're going to reference that when you bring that to me. So then why can't I? And yes, we should only be talking about the New Testament. And the New Testament says the Jeebus stuff. And that is not the thing. But then they go right now, all of these crazies are being like, oh, we're at Revelations times. But Revelations was only written in Nero's time, and it should have, back in Nero's time, been done. But of course, they had to keep elongating the end times because it never happened. And now that's where we're at, and they're pretending in the Americas that we're at the end times, but there's not any
Slim.
signs of that.
The end times are just edging. They just don't want to come yet.
I mean, if we're going to talk about edging, we can talk about that later, and that's a whole nother sexual.
I was going to go on the Excel spreadsheet that is on a 9 terabyte drive.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll talk about edging later. Hey, Jasper.
Oh, hey, Jasper.
Maya, you've been here a bunch of times, right? They've been here a bunch.
Yeah.
If Maya doesn't have a wrench, she needs a wrench. She's
hey, shh. That's exactly what I was about ready to do.
Well, I just tossing it out there. Is Maya? Maya does.
What I said as soon as they came in, like I was like, "Hey, they're not blue."
Maya does some pretty cool stuff. You give her a toolbox. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we're gonna do that one, and then we'll give you that. So now you are blue, Maya.
Dabba-dee-dabba-da.
I think you're the only other. Yeah, you're the only blue person as of right now that we trust. So you're welcome.
So everybody can just go see everybody's channel. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you've not liked the stream, please like the stream. If you've not hit the bell notifications, please do. You're very welcome. We've seen you enough around here, and we trust you, and we like to have all of everybody who keeps coming back to be blue, because that's one of the ways that I feel like I can give back to the community, is letting you have access to helping out the channel, because you come here and you hang out and everybody does the things and the stuff. Now, hopefully you do get in the near future a membership, but hopefully once we get people to put in the memberships, then we'll go from there. Anyways, let's keep blowing on further into this idiocracy, and then we'll get further into
Plan to, quote,
the other information that I have.
secure our God-given individual rights to live freely, unless, of course, you're one of the aforementioned groups they intend to criminalize out of existence. In that vein, to touch very briefly on their views on pornography, if you read the text, they basically just mean any discussion of gender, abortion, or any identity.
Yeah, any kind of sexuality at all, they're freaking out about. And the go ahead, Al.
Well, just this type of conversation that they're constantly trying to have is they're always trying to vilify anyone as anyone who's not a cis hetero normative type person. I don't even know if that's an okay term to say, but anything that's the slightest bit left or right of that, or top or bottom, you know, I know you want to talk about that later. That they basically put into the same category as people that abuse children in an inappropriate way, and that is not what's going on with the vast majority. I'm not saying there's never been a crossover of one kind or another, but it's not, when they keep rounding up the people that are actually doing that, they end up not being the people they're pointing the finger at, and that's
completely.
There's somebody that's keeping track of that, and like for a couple of weeks, and like they like it's always the majority is people that are associated with a church.
So anyways,
there's
very
a
quick.
reaction to go that way. Go ahead.
So really quick, let me just say this. There is an account on, I don't remember what platform, but it is hashtag or at not a drag queen. And what that means is every time they find a child molester in the church or in somewhere else, and they put not a drag queen, it's because they claim that all the drag queens and all the trans people are doing this. And every single time somebody gets arrested, okay, sorry, I'm not going to say every single time. There is like 0.01.5% of the people that get arrested that are not trans, that are not drag queen. It is not at a drag event that they get popped. Yes, exactly. Have there been, and I've done research, have there been a handful of people out of the millions of people that turned out to be drag or trans or gender bender or something like that? Yes. Every once in a blue moon, that's going to happen. There's no way that statistics are going to say that's never. Yeah, of course.
There's bad people.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
there is.
So we're never going to have a zero. Yeah, we're never going to have a nil.
And some groups are just
percentage
bad.
Some groups are overrepresented, and it's not the drag queens. That's the point.
Exactly. So, anyways,
and we all know who is overrepresented, right? So we don't need to mention that.
Yeah, we don't need to call them out by name.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the only place that I've been molested was in Christian school and by people in certain places, ways, shapes, or form that were associated with certain organizations. Was the only time that I had people that were trying to take advantage of me. When I worked for the swinger corporations,
it's the people in control. It's the people with power too, right? Like it's not. Like,
of course.
I bet that's the case in your situation, but it's also the case in the vast majority, and people trust them. Like other adults trust those people implicitly, and not with good reason, apparently.
Yeah. So anyways, let's just like skip ahead to the unitary executive theory on what this is, and we'll get a little bit more into this.
In a nutshell, this political theory suggests that maybe having 3 separate but equal...
Oh shit, sorry, right quick. We have to go ahead and do this. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully they're okay, and let us know how they're doing if you're willing to divulge that information. If it is something you want to keep secret, then totally don't let us know. But if you don't mind letting us know how they're doing, that would be awesome. And I hope that goes well.
The other day. Yeah. And I'll do it in a DM.
And then the deep state annex says Catholic priests are overrepresented amongst the people who get convicted for that things exactly. And there is a lot of cover-ups that have been going around and blah, 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 yakety schmackety and stuff. We don't need to delve more into that, although a handful of us have personally dealt with that. So yeah, try to tell me that's not what's really going on in the world, and that Satanists and pagans and other people are abusing children. There is cases of that, but it's very, very small comparatively to the communes that happened in the 1960s through the 1980s, and the Manson family, which was a religious cult, and Waco, and a handful of other things. They were all Jesus-based religion cults, and they were the ones that were doing all this fucked up shit. The 12 tribes of Judah, and the other thingy-mabobbers we went over. The lady who lived, all those ladies that live in that weird town in the middle of nowhere, and they're all propagating, selling themselves off at 14 years old to older men so they can propagate the white race and bullshit like that. It's all horrible. You should not have to force yourself to do things with other people that you do not consent to. That's not a thing that should be happening anymore in the world. Unfortunately, it is happening, and we're trying to point some of this out, and this is part of what the Project 2025 is back to marrying 14-year-olds off to 30-year-olds or older people, and then propagating the white race by having them giving children by blah, 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 yakety schmackety. And anyways, let's keep blowing on.
Branches of government isn't a good idea, and that instead the executive branch should dominate the relationship. Reagan's team came up with this notion to help facilitate deregulation, and it kind of just stuck. Every president since Reagan has made use of this theory to wield just a little bit more power than they probably should have. Bush Jr. justifying his invasion of Iraq, Obama justifying widespread US deployment overseas, Trump's Muslim ban, and so on.
And his drone strikes and stuff, like Obama, I wish he would have done better, and I wish he was more amazing, but he did a bunch of drone strikes and stuff and a couple other things that were not amazing as well.
Now, the Project 2025 ghouls want to make sure the president has essentially unchecked power, that Congress cannot prevent the president from doing what they want to do, however heinous their pet projects may be. There's a whole conversation about unitary executive theory in government circles.
And that's why Trump keeps pushing Statute 2 or something 2, because he thinks that's going to get him out to where he can have immunity, forever immunity. And if he gets back into power, he thinks that's what's going to make him a dictator.
People are writing books about it and having very important conversations with very smart people. And you know what? That's what makes this so scary. The Republicans talk a big game about destroying cultural Marxism or waging war on woke, but that's just bluster. When they start coming up with justifications within the liberal framework, the Democrats will cave like they always do. Every single time we see them play ball with the far right, they cede a little more ground.
Yes, exactly. deep state. Project 2025 is a plan that's actually older than you think, and has been going on in the hard drive and finds and blah 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 for since I believe the 80s, right? Let me know if I've got that wrong, but I believe it was since the 1980s or maybe the early 90s that they were beginning to try to do this. And after part of 9/11 was the whole parting of that, where they were saying that now we can go into this land to go blah 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 and take over because of and they were pushing the racism of the Middle East in there, because we were already dealing with the Middle East, and they had already put that in the zeitgeist of us that they were a problem. We already got rid of the Russians being a problem because the USSR had collapsed. So now we didn't have the Soviets being our enemies per se. What was the next place that we could go to was the Middle East, which was places that had control of a lot of
the
natural
biggest,
resources.
you know what the biggest export of America is, right?
My dick. Oh no, go ahead.
War.
No, I know. No. The industrial war complex, or the blah blah blah. If I said that wrong, that's exactly where we make all our money, is going to other countries and then developing technology and then taking that and then using it and selling those resources to other countries once we develop them and blah blah blah. I mean, it's insane. My stepdad was contracted by the Navy to make unmanned sea vehicles to take things that had fallen into the oceans to bring them back from other countries and from our countries. So I got to see a bunch of stuff. Like when I was 14 years old, him and his him and his military buddies took me out into the middle of the desert, and I got to shoot a bunch of fucking illegal weapons with a bunch of illegal ammunition. And as we were leaving the site, all of his military buddies looked at me and were like, "You've never seen these weapons, you've never shot these guns, you don't know about this artillery." And that was in 1992, 1994. And nowadays, everybody and their mom has cop killer bullets and hollow points and tracer rounds.
No,
so that's
do you know who like you called, like a lot of people called hollow points cop killer bullets? You know who uses the hollow points?
The cops. The military. No, I know.
And
no, I
and
know.
they actually are safer. And yes, they will do more damage to your target. But if you have a full metal jacket, that will go straight. So a hollow point is just what you shoot is what you damage, and has a less chance of going through it and hitting an innocent bystander. So hollow point are the smarter choice.
Sure. But once again, in
the European is pro-gun.
And in the early 1990s, a handful of those things were not legal to the public yet. Now I just found out yesterday that you can buy a bunch of these different types of things and Sure, I'm okay with partially that.
Just not every
but at the time. Well, I don't think that somebody should have 50 cal. Although I saw a bunch of guns that my homie had the other day that, like, dude, I didn't even know that you could have, but I guess that's the way of the world nowadays.
You can get what was it? I believe you can get 75
So they were
cal.
talking about light armor, bullet piercing, or light armor piercing bullets you could get or something. But the thingy-mabobbers that, like, I saw when the people that were in the military were showing us, they were like tracer rounds that were hollow tip that exploded once they hit something too. Like, I saw some weird, crazy shit when I was a teenager that I don't think most people understand or have. I just don't know exactly what I saw and what we shot. Okay, so I'm not gonna say.
He just doesn't remember who he shot. What?
Well, we've exploded microwaves that had like C4 in it. We exploded tires that had stuff in it, and like refrigerators and a handful of other things that, like, when it hit, it went inside and then it exploded itself and barely came out the back. I don't know exactly what I saw because I was like 14 at the time, but I know nowadays, like, a lot of people have access to stuff that's close to that. And I was talking to two of my homies yesterday who are ex-military, and they're like, oh yeah, I can buy this gun and I can put this thing on and I can go buy this. And if I put this in the right thing and I do shoot it this right way with this fucking gas container, blah, 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 I can do this. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know that shit, but cool, whatever. Like, I don't know how to regulate that per se, but hey, here we blow. Yeah, and sure, Al. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with this because I don't have enough information, and we need to bring on Lizard and a couple other people maybe to talk about this because I don't have enough information about this. Let's keep blowing on.
Each time. Then you get a president like Biden, who just straight up accelerates the process by speeding up border wall construction, approving a record number of oil drilling permits, and then when he inevitably loses because everyone is upset with him, the Project 2025 people swoop in and the Democrats just go along with it because it's technically legal. Not to do it again, but most fascists throughout history have come into power through technically legal means. And then they change what's legal so you can't get them out again.
Yep.
And that's
all.
Dictatorship per se, but they still have limitations on that. But that's what every president does. They go in and change things just barely legal enough to what their Senate.
Look at Turkey. He gave himself so much power. Like, that fucker is also untouchable. And like, you know what? Because that is a big country with a lot of rural areas where education is non-existent, and like they just told everybody, oh yeah, if you say yes, then you'll get more freedoms. No, then you're fucking president with more freedom, dumbasses.
Yeah, exactly.
And like most of the people outside of Turkey voted yes for it because they also were misinformed.
Well, how many people can you get inside of a turkey? They're only a meter. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so yes, of course, brainless. So Maya says, look at Iraq, look at Greece. There's a handful of other places where we've
Germany,
seen this happen. Italy and France, and then Germany. I mean, literally right now we're dealing with a bunch of crap. And then Germany just had all these fucking fascists do a whole fucking rally where they're pretending to like take over the world again. It's fucking scurry. And that's why we're looking into these things. I didn't want to go over some of these, but I've been looking at this stuff for fucking a year or 2 years. And I'm like, oh my Jeebus, we actually do have to go over this because Trump shouldn't even be anywhere close to becoming a fucking dictator. And what I mean is he's a little potato fucking wedge that I throw in my fucking oven because his penis is so small. And that's as big as he'll ever get, is that while I fucking cuckold his fucking wife because I'm going to become the next pool boy for fucking Trump. So I can, never mind. But anyways, Trump, I'm going to cuckold you. Take me to court. Prove me wrong. Anyways, I'm just kidding. So let's blow on a little bit more with this, and I think
he don't have money to take you to court, dude.
No, he does not, and I will so cuckold the fuck out of Ivana or Ivanka or whatever the fuck her name is, and any of his daughters or anything. As long as they're over 18, I will fuck the shit out of all of his siblings. I mean, sorry, his daughters. I mean, I guess I would bend over Junior. Why not, dude? If he gave me enough money, I'd fuck him as well. Let's keep going on. I'd sell out. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry, YouTube. No, so here we blow a little bit more. Yeah, no, I'm mixing up. Yeah. I know. I am. Because it's so stupid, it doesn't matter anymore what I'm doing, right? Like, who gives a flying fuck? So let's keep blowing on.
All pretty grim, huh? What's the solution here? Do we just vote harder? No. I mean, do that if you want, especially if you think you can make a difference at the local level. But things have gotten worse for us with every single president. And things have certainly gotten worse for people living in the third world as the US gets more and more vicious abroad as our empire declines. The solution is the same as it's always been: mass movements. Join an organization, unionize your workplace, learn to defend yourself and your community from fascist vigilante violence. Keep yourself safe online, learn your rights, educate
There we
yourself
go.
and those around you. Things like Project 2025 don't happen in a vacuum. There is an economic base to these developments. The US
So
is losing
until
ground on the world stage, and will soon be superseded by China as the dominant economic power. Domestically, the average worker is worse off now than in living memory. We can't afford the skyrocketing cost of housing, food, healthcare, utilities. Everything is going up, except wages. We have no mandated paid sick leave or parental leave. We have no benefits, no labor protections, no chance for advancement as more and more companies move to the gig model of employment.
Okay, so literally that is going to be the end of what we're doing anyways.
Well, that,
I
yeah, but
am...
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I completely don't understand how Americans still not writing. Like, if you work fucking 40 hours a week, you should be able to fucking live.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's insanely stupid over here,
And like,
and
yeah, but you're all
capitalism
fucking
has...
taking it. You're bending
Well,
over and taking it. And like, oh no, we can't unionize because unions are bad.
there is a lot of places that are trying to unionize, and there is a lot of that transformation. I don't work in an industry where I have to deal with that. I work with I'm technically
Every line of work
I technically get
has
paid
a
from...
union, and the union is not just for that company; it's for
Yeah.
just the whole fucking branch.
Yeah, but I technically work for myself, and
Yeah, no, I
my
get
father
that.
and I,
Like for
and
you, it's that's different. But like,
I don't work for a company, a corporation, blah blah blah, and so it's a little bit different for me. But that's exactly why I did exactly what I have come into, is being a sole proprietor of my own self, to where I am being contracted to do different works and blah blah blah, and so I can actually charge what I want for my pay for doing gigs, where most people, they signed up to get paid $12 an hour and they're stuck at that, where I can manicure my price and I can get a free booth space, and then they pay for hotel and for food per diem and blah blah blah. I'm a little bit different than most Americans, because
oh yeah, you're a
learned how
little
to
bit
be a
different.
carny.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
learned how to be a carny, which is where I can ask for things, or I can manicure the way that I do things, but it sucks for everybody else. And I'm hoping that we have more and more unionization. And the reason we're talking about this today is to hopefully get more and more people to understand how fucked the right is trying to make all of us in the Americas, which does eventually go to the global, the rest of the world. I don't want to say globalization, because globalist is a word that is a bad word at this point, because of the idiocracy of what these people are trying to propagate with.
Yeah, but like,
so
do realize, like, countries like over here, like, people look at America and like, oh, we want to be like America. Yeah, well,
no, you don't.
I had that back in the day, because like,
yeah,
you had like all the like the big things, and you guys had McDonald's, and like we didn't have that yet, and stuff like that. But oh,
yeah,
nowadays, no,
exactly.
thank you. Please don't. No, please don't become like America.
Don't model yourselves off the America. So anyways, Deep State says there was only one job where I made less than $30,000 a year for most of my working life. I made somewhat between $45,000 and $60,000 a year, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
being able to do that in the Americas. I don't know. I'll see what I made in the last couple of years, and maybe, but whatever. I have.
Yeah, no, but like there is so many people in America just that work their fucking ass off and just fucking can't even afford housing, and food. Like,
Yeah,
how
totally.
the fuck is that possible? Like, don't come to me and saying you guys are a first world country, because you most
No, we're
fucking
not.
definitely are
No,
not.
we're not. And in this state, if I was able to pay rent and to survive, I would need $26 an hour to survive in this country. I don't know what my average is working for my father and for the events that I do, but I do get paid a silly amount sometimes for doing events that I do. So, am I still living with my father? Yes. But that's because I don't want 20 roommates as of right now,
Yeah,
because
no,
there's
but
no way for me
well,
to.
no, Slim, and just fucking admit it. You're a good person because you're taking care of your dad.
Yes, he has cancer and
So
he just got done with surgery 2
don't
months
don't
ago and he
don't
fell off the
fucking
ladder and
don't put that down.
I know, I know.
It's not just for that reason, and
Yeah.
like yeah.
But if there's any hot chick out there that's living local and wants to live rent free so we can play together, hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am, god damn, I'm so lonely. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. So thank y'all very much. I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here. It's only been an hour and 26 minutes, but I think we pretty much went over most of exactly what's going on, and I'm exhausted. I spent a couple hours trying to get car insurance crap done and a couple other things done that I should not have been dealing with because we did cancel that 2 months ago and blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. And I haven't eaten all today and it's 5 p.m. my time, so I need to like actually
Then go
eat food
order
eventually.
food or make some food. But
I have food sitting next to me. I just need to actually eat it. So thank you all very much for being here. Thanks everybody for providing the shots and helping out monetarily with what we do, and for supporting, liking, subscribing, hitting the bell notifications, and for sharing this if you did, and or go ahead and share this, or go on to our fucking channel and just click on the streams and watching them on mute or on another device just to get us more watch time, and that gets us further up the news
algorithm.
The algorithm to help. So thank you, Maya, for saying that. And I know, but that I don't want to be one of the grifters like fucking twat whistle and her fucking and Rev, and I don't want to be a grifter. I
but
hope
like
that we do
like
things.
this group is mainly friends, so it's not.
Yeah, well,
just,
and I hope
it's like asking your friend to help out.
Yeah, and I hope that I give you enough entertainment with everything else that we do to where it feels like it's worth you to help us out too. I'm not here just to sit here and cry about how I don't have anybody or I don't have money because I don't go out and work. No, I work
and you don't come up
hours
with
a day.
fake. You don't come up with fake diseases like Shani.
Yeah, yeah, and all the other lolcals. I work my arse off. Things got confuzzled that didn't need to be, so I need a little bit of help. Thank you for all of that. And if anybody wants me to watch me do things for money, I'll do it as well. Like I soon when we do what I was thinking about us doing for the bizarre foods is I was going to get a jar of something weird, and then if people want to see, just like Lizard does, if people want to see me eat weird foods, then we'll go to there. If anybody wants to buy me weird food and send it to me, buy it, hit me up on the Dissim Accords, and I'll tell you a way to get it to me, and I'll even pay for shipping to get me weird stuff to eat on stream, and I will then go from there. So I'm here to do things and have fun, not being a lolcow, because I actually work my arse off and things and stuff. Let's put it that way. So, anyways, Maya says that we're at 700 subs.
Yes.
I'm not even. Awesome. Thank you very much,
That's
everybody.
what we confirmed earlier.
I thought we were on. Sure. I didn't know. Whatever. I'm a little tipsy and my brain is still confuzzled after dealing with. And yes, I am a complete dumbass. Exactly, Emily. So thank you on the 700 subs. We'll be doing that Thursday, the 700 sub special. Tomorrow is. I don't know what's tomorrow. Can you look that up right quick?
Tomorrow?
Please?
Tomorrow
Tuesday is.
Tuesday. That is the 7th. That is gonna be a power plant. What is that? Power plant? Is that crazy shit? Or what is that? No.
Hold on. It's gonna be Flat Earth Dunce's stream tomorrow. Yeah, so Flat Earth Dunce's is tomorrow. We're gonna be going over.
Oh wait, yeah.
And a couple other.
I'm looking at tomorrow, but my tomorrow is different than your tomorrow.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I already.
You already switched over?
Yeah, he already.
I'm
Of course he has.
What were you thinking?
Yeah. So, anyways, so tomorrow is Flat Earth Dunces. We're gonna go over because I'm not gonna do crackpot conspiracies. We're gonna try to flip crackpot conspiracies with Flat Earth Dunces, and then we also have effing funny with AI generated stuff, and we're gonna be doing the newest stream we're gonna be doing besides the sub special is crazy and something pizza stuff. I have so much insane pizza things that we're gonna do a whole pizza fucking stream. I didn't think that was ever gonna happen, but I have like pages of just weird pizza.
Okay, so for that stream, everybody needs to have ordered a pizza and be eating pizza while we're doing the fucking stream.
Yeah, and so before that, we'll definitely say that, and then if I can, I will order a pizza with like anchovies or something weird on it, or I will get one and I'll eat weird pizza stuff on stream. We'll see. So that's going to be the next thing. So we'll still do bizarre foods, but we're going to do weird and wild pizza stream, I think is what I'm calling it. It's something like that. So we'll be doing that in the near future.
And a question for the commander. Will there be another stream this weekend? Just checking.
So yeah, everybody, Deep State, will you put your link in the cinema chats right quick before we get the fuck out of here? And Brainless, I feel like you already have something loaded for us, which would be something clogs.
Oh,
no, wait, not the clogs.
I can find the clogs really fast.
Let's just yeet on the clogs.
Clogs as a palate cleanser.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
I want to say goodbye to everybody because I couldn't talk before.
Go ahead, Al. Say whatever you'd like to say.
Well, I just want to say bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. And sorry, I've had a lot of nonsense going on. And we just added on some extra tonight. But I hope I can show up for a bunch of the other streams, and I hope things will get less crazy at my house in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, definitely, and everybody else.
But thank you for letting me join, despite the fact that I was kind of useless.
No, it's okay.
Al,
come
on, you're not as useless as I am.
Well, I mean,
sure. Well, whatever.
I don't want to pull out a yardstick. I mean, a meter stick.
Yeah,
Brainless and I know what meters are.
I know what 3 feet is.
Nobody else does.
3 feet is. Yeah, no, I know.
It's not a meter. They're close, but they're not the same.
I mean, I know what it's like to go out in front of your house and meet her before you bring her in to have sex with her. We'll talk about that later. Anyways.
Yeah, well, why did you guys not get onto the metric system? You could have met her many times.
Dude, I don't understand why the Americas are so stupid. I was not there when we started this. I am a time traveler, but I wasn't there to find that first.
Well, you should have gone back to the day they made that bad decision and fixed it. and then
They
jumped
wouldn't
ahead
let
to join us here.
they well they
Well,
wouldn't
in
let
part,
us
that
because
they
it
already
is so
are, but
European.
the public just resists.
Yeah, no, it was the Europe. They didn't want to be European, even because they
Yeah.
wanted to be
Yeah, they didn't want to be peon.
shitting America
They
shitting.
didn't hear them right.
Yeah. So here we blow.
All right, well.
I have been sent to Earth
We'll see
to
you later.
capture a
Everybody
relic
say
that
bye.
contains the energy of over 12 trillion
Say bye.
supernovas.
Bye.
With its mysterious powers, my people and I will rule the galaxy. With a wooden clog.
Years before I was born, Father told this to me. It was one Christmas morning in '73. There was one lonely gift nestled under the tree. My grandfather said, "Don't touch mine." He said, "Boy, listen close. I am saying this once. These were worn by my parents and their parents' parents. Now they're yours, but be sure to guard them with your life." He said, "Don't ever let them touch my clock." My gosh, you could burn my house, you could force me trash. I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. Have to take my life, you'll have to steal my dog, have to beat my wife, you'll have to kill my mom with a rusty knife. You'll have to break my legs before I ever let you touch my clothes. Father said, "You're my son, so I'll tell you the truth. I wore clogs without socks for the bulk of my youth. Now these clogs, they are yours. Protect them with your life. I pray you never let them touch your clothes. You can slap my wrist, I let you shave my head, let you wax my bits. I'd even butt chug bleach while you twist my nips. And after all of that, I still wouldn't let you touch my gloves. You could eat my lunch, and you could knock me out with a 1-inch punch and make me drink your sweat from a dirty sponge. You'd have to shoot me dead before I ever let you touch my clothes. It's my purpose in life to keep them safe until my child is at least 25. And I will put the clogs to bed and they'll wear them with pride. And every single day from then, they'll make sure no one is touched. Sure, there's a God up above. Those wooden clogs on my feet, yeah, they feel like a glove. And I would give up everything before I ever let you touch
my clothes. And
you can take my gosh. You could force me trash, I'd let you kick my balls while I chewed on glass before I even thought about letting someone touch my clothes. You'll have to take my life, you'll have to steal my dog, have to beat my wife, you'll have to kill my mom with a rusty knife. You'll have to break my legs before I ever let you touch my...
All right, thank you very much, everybody. You're amazing. You